Hey everyone, this is the answering questions because I'm famous. No. Anyway, so we'll get straight into it. I've got like a whole page of questions right now. I'll be doing about half today, half the next few days or week, whatever. Anyway, so first question, do you have any problems with the plastics sliding on itself? I've heard from random people that they have had problems with the plastic not sliding out of the case because the plastic simply would not slide on itself. Well, this really depends on the sort of plastic that you're using. Like I use this Perspex plastic. I'll see if I've got a piece of it I can show you. No, I haven't got any here, but if you want to see this plastic I'm using, go onto my video. That's like how I make everything tools, something like that. I explain how I cut pieces out and the plastic I use. So, and with the plastic sliding on itself too, I've got a little example here. This is the original gravity blade. I just spray painted it and a lock mechanism. So you see this one slides really well, and that's just by sanding it. And I've also spray painted it, and spray painting plastic makes it really friction. Like it doesn't reduce friction, it makes it heaps more. Hang on, I've got no idea what I'm saying. It gives it more friction. So you will have to sand it down a lot more beforehand if you are going to spray paint it, and if not, you see how this runs in there. You can't have this too big. That might be some people's problem. If this section here is too big, it's not going to run in between there very well. So this needs to be a lot smaller than this section. Well, not a lot, but enough that it will slide just by putting it up. Like this one doesn't slide like that because that's how I've made the mechanism, but you know, just sand it heaps and then do a smaller sandpaper, like one that's not as rough, and then maybe even get a cloth or something and run it over it. So that's that. Now I'm sorry if I pronounced the names wrong. I think this is Alain Guo. Also, how do you get the tyres to lock on the gravity hidden blade? Now, I think he means this one because I put this up in the gravity hidden blade video. So, this is the same one, just spray painted. I think it looks pretty nice. All made out of just a sheet of black plastic. So basically, I'll go through it. It's just got a string here, and when you stick the string that's attached to the ring onto your finger, hold your hand down and release the mechanism, it comes out. It's a bit crooked as you see there, but I'll hold it up and release the mechanism, it goes back in. So this is really hard to show on camera. It goes out and in, just when you do the lock mechanism. So this mechanism here that was inspired by Amon Ra, his hidden blades that he does. You see if you pull on the string, it just flicks down. I might even make a tutorial for that. Maybe, I don't know yet. It's difficult if you don't have a bench vise, a drill press, that's it. If you don't have one of those, it's extremely difficult to make. So, anyway, back to the mechanism. When it comes out, so when you pull the string it comes out, this section here, that bit of plastic pushes into the groove on there and creates a bunch of friction. So you can push this in, but it's actually really difficult. So that's not going in if you hold your hand up, right? And then for this section, this is a little bit more complicated because there is no lock mechanism. I sanded the bottom section of this down just enough so it will make it sort of tough to push in, but it will still slide. Well, my computer switched off there. Oops, anyway, so it will still slide, and the force of this, it's because I'm moving around a bit, but the force of this section falling down will make this section fall down, like this, watch. Just like that, so won't go anywhere. So got caught on the mechanism there, see? Boom. Yep, so that's that. Very basic mechanism. So, next question. I hope this video isn't too long either. Why did you steal my Mountain Dew? Because I was thirsty. I don't know. Not too sure what that is. I think that's from one of my friends. Alright. Benjamin Strand, could you show me how to get the PVC? Now, a lot of people have trouble actually getting the plastic. That was me when I first started. I had no idea whereabouts I could get it. So I started off using bits of wood. You see, my first designs were made out of wood because I couldn't get any plastic. So what I did was I searched around every shop that I thought might have plastic and asked if they have any spare pieces, and it turned out one did. So I picked up like, not a huge amount, probably like, just pretend this is all just a big square piece from there. Probably like 2 of those for $10, maybe 2.5 for $10. So about that much of like, what was it, 2 to 3 mil plastic. And yeah, so you just go around to every shop that you think may have plastic and ask for it. Like, you just need to seriously go up and say, hi, and if you don't want to say, hi, I'm going up to build a hidden blade, which like, just say I'm going up to try to build a plastic lock mechanism or something like that, which isn't fake, but you're not lying either. So just go up and ask that at the shops and see if you can get a piece. And you might not actually have shops there. If not, try to use something else, or go to the city if you're not in one and look for it. It depends on how much you really want it. Anyway, so how does the locking mechanism, the second part of your hidden blade, work? So I already got that question, but just the lock mechanism, it's friction, and the force of this falling down will make this fall in. I just moved the lock mechanism, but anyway, just like that. Really, really simple. I might even do a separate thing on that, but who knows. This is from Chris DC. How long does it take you to make a hidden blade? It depends on the sort of hidden blade. One like this would take up to about 6 hours, not just straight work, just like a bit of work every now and then. 6 hours maybe, a quarter of a day, and that's not including like how long it takes to dry when you're spray painting. Maybe 6 hours for one just like this. For a dual action one like you've seen, they can take anywhere up to like 8 hours to 15 hours. It depends on how well you've designed it. If it breaks halfway through and you redo parts of it, it really depends with those ones. Like, I finished a plastic dual action hidden blade in about 5 hours. Just had nothing to do and I was on holiday, so I came out to here and did it. Just made it. All right. This is again from Alan Gould. How did you make the parts of the gravity hidden blade and get it all run smoothly? What materials did you use for the hidden blade and how did you cut it? So basically, I'm putting up a video soon of this hidden blade when I was spray painting it. So I had taken every piece of it apart and spray painted it, and I was assembling it. So I'll put that video out for you and you can watch that, and that will explain most of it. It's a little bit complicated, but I cut it using a scroll saw, and if you want to see what that is, go to my video that says how I make everything tools. So if you go to my channel, it won't be hard to find. I've only got like 15, 18 videos, so let's go to my channel, have a look. Yeah, and how do I make the parts? I cut out each just small part, like cut out the blade first, and then you need to cut out, actually let's go onto the camera so I can see what I'm saying, but this middle section is made up of 3 layers, right? And I'm just using super glue and a piece of plastic and cutting each piece out. So I'm not 3D printing it, I'm just gluing each section above the other, the right size, to make all this fit on. But it goes into more detail in that other video. So this is from Rice 511. Now I don't even know if I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Anyway, did you use the Spartan 124 hidden gun mechanism design, also, have you got the 2-tie hidden blade working? I've only ever seen one work before using dual action OTF and the 2-tie blade. Well, for the gun mechanism, this is it. This is the flintlock that I think you're talking about. I made a rifle, except it's over there. I'll get it maybe in the next video, but look. Basically, this is how it works. Now, I took the case off this because I was working on it because the spring broke. So I used, probably not my own mechanism design, but the actually sort of the same mechanism as a flintlock. So I was at school and we had to do some project thing. I saw a picture of this, so I drew it down. And this is the actual first design. I'll see how much it looks the same. Sort of, but yeah, I drew that up, and then I have made one of the hidden guns from the Spartan 124, and I figured out how to make it shoot out a piece of rolled up paper, only using the power of one cap, which was really cool. It shot about 20 meters too. It was huge. But anyway, and a question I've got 300,000 billion times, which I'm not very happy about, is I know why people are asking it, but the tutorial for the dual action hidden blade, I've said this heaps of times too, but what happened is I started making it, I put out the first one, and then the editing program that I used didn't see the videos that I'd filmed as proper videos for some reason. They were classified as something else, so I could view them, and then when I was putting them together, I kept on trying to upload it, and it just sort of failed to upload. It said there was something wrong with the video files or something, and then when I tried to film a second bit of it, the hidden blade actually started to break. Some of the glue I used had, I think it might have been a real hot day in here and it's come off, so that's not working too well. So I haven't just given up on it. I've been actually trying to fix it and put the tutorial out, but if I can't put it out, just go on to a bunch of different people's tutorials. There's IMDpain Reborn, he does some. If you've already made it, just do what the rest they say, except out of plastic. And I think Rice 511 is going to be making one. I'm sorry if you're not, if I've put pressure on you, but I think I saw some of you might be making one, and it'd be a good idea too. You get heaps of views and subscribers. I got 50 off the first one. Alright, subscribers, not views. Anyway, thanks everyone, this is part 1 of this whole thing, and I'll see you in the next video. See you go. What did I just say? It was yeah. Anyway, see you later everyone.